And now we have more Xillia.
That's right. So you just ran away from the Elite Four fuck squad, right?
Yeah, and from the bit that I did play, they there's like one or two conversations where they kind of hype those guys up a bit, and I'm thinking to myself like how that's doing the opposite for me.
Yeah.
Or it's kind of doing the opposite for me because like I just beat them. Oh god, I should turn that down.
Oh yeah, the Chimeriad, because they're a chimera, wings, horns, stinger, fangs.
And I'm thinking to myself
Like what?
oh man, I just beat their asses. That means that the main characters are really strong too. But and nobody in the party thinks to themselves like, oh, we must be strong too because we fought two of them.
People defeated 120 soldiers?
Nope.
Sounds like we shouldn't wake the beast.
It's okay. All I can say is Gaius can solo you. Easy.
Yeah, that's all that matters, honestly. But yeah, like I was running through here and I was like, what am I even supposed to do now? I completely forgot that we did this entire thing to get the wyverns.
Yeah, I know. Like you do all this and then you're like, oh right, I did this so we could fly. God.
Man.
So much shit happened between the conversation where we attempt to acquire wyverns and acquiring the wyverns.
Oh man,
We'll have to talk later.
these next two boss fights that I do, I feel like I did embarrassingly bad, and I don't even know what happens during the second fight. It boggles my mind because I should have been dead and I should have game overed on that fight. And stuff just starts happening and I'm like, what is even happening right? How am I still winning?
Hey, it's that guy who sold us out.
You threw them off our scent? Is this some kind of...
And I started thinking to myself, like, am I...
It's only natural
Like,
I helped you.
I started thinking to myself, like, is this because, like, I'm playing on, like, an easier difficulty? I was like, no, this is normal. Like, normal shouldn't be doing that.
I know you
There
put your
must be an
trust in me
ability I haven't equipped that does the thing that makes me freak out, or I'm not paying attention. Like, it's either that, or one of my party members does something that I'm not paying attention to.
I have to watch. I have no idea what you're fucking talking about.
It's, I mean, spoilers. Everybody in my party dies, and then Ju just instantly gets 600 recovered HP. I don't know where it comes from. Maybe somebody cast a heal when I wasn't paying attention, but it happens like 3 times.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
We'll saddle up as soon as we're ready.
It was like the moment where I was like, oh man, the first time a boss kicked my ass and I'm gonna have to get good. And then it just, I don't
Are you
know.
okay? You look pale.
I'm fine. I just keep thinking about Hamil.
What happened?
Aw,
there
fuck those
isn't your
people.
fault.
Then it begins the side quest to rebuild Hamil.
It's easier said than
Oh my
done.
god.
Maybe
Too
it
bad I
would help
never
to
go
see
there.
Hamil for ourselves.
Well, it looks like you'll never rebuild the town. You'll never get those extra powerful weapons that they sell you.
You know what was a good rebuild the town quest?
What?
Bravely Default.
The one that had nothing to do with anything, it was just there.
Yeah, oh my god, that was...
Topical, because we were just talking about that.
Yeah, we were just talking about the
Are
Bravely
you ready to
Default
head for
series.
Fenmont?
Yep. Bravely Second also has a rebuild the town thing.
Yeah, you told me about it. It's on the moon or something like that.
Yep.
Moon
Moon people happen. Oh, we're flying. I love this scene.
So, I'm thinking about, I'm trying to think of how this, oh yeah. So, thinking about the rebuild the town segment and like all those like redonkulous strong monsters just show up at your town.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, it reminded me of how like I was thinking to myself, like, maybe the game designers just want, like, throw, like, really challenging stuff out there because whatever. And that made me think, the guy who, when they were doing the Final Fantasy XI remake, they added a dungeon crawl mode. And, basically you just you pick it on the title screen and you load up your file for your main game, and then you do the dungeon crawl, and then everything that you pick up and all like the experience and license points that you get for it.
So what did you think when this happened? Just
I was like, oh yeah, this is on. I was like, this is for the part, and then I got really confused when the monster drastically changed its size so I could fight it in a town.
well, I don't know. Artists have no sense of scale.
Yeah. Anyway, like, the cool thing about the dungeon crawl mode is that when you every 10 floors you can decide to like stop dungeon crawling, or like when you lose, it just ends the dungeon crawl there.
Of course.
An autosave is created that when you load it up, it loads you up in the exact spot that you saved it last, but you now have all that stuff that you got from the dungeon crawl.
Nice.
Okay? No time to chat now, kid.
And the reason I bring this up is because the director put it in there because he wanted to put in like a challenge thing, and he wanted people to like try to do level 1 runs of dungeon crawl.
Ooh.
And the game starts off giving you the item that makes you not gain experience.
The HP 0 item, okay.
Yeah. Problem with that is that I get what he's trying to do and where he's coming from, but the game is built in such a way that levels don't matter.
Well, yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying that you can apply enough. Yeah, I do terrible in this way.
Well,
Like,
you're about to kill it.
Yeah. The reason I say terrible is because I get hit by all of his attacks.
Well, that's because you're not trying to dodge.
But anyway, it's not, and it has nothing to do with like if you make the right strategy, you can beat any encounter. It's the fact that you get all your defensive stats, and that you get all of your defensive stats from items. You get all of your attack stats from items and your license board. And all of your HP comes from your license board.
So what does the level do for you?
I don't know. It increases your stats slightly?
Nice! That makes me the new ruler. Should we call you queen?
That's right, Leia's the new ruler of the skies.
Yeah, she's queen of all the air.
There's always
You have to pay her tax if you want to breathe oxygen.
No, I gotta abolish those taxes.
Oh man.
I like how murdered we
Think of
were.
all the poor children that she could feed with those taxes.
No, but if we take away the taxes, who will feed the poor children? Just to clarify, there's this side quest in Bravely Second, where you have to choose between abolishing taxes and thus taking away the ability for the taxes to support poor children, or let the economy collapse and have everyone become poor.
Nice to meet you.
Those are literally the options.
Hi.
And like,
Sorry to alarm you.
there's a couple of details that Scott left out of that ultimatum, but I just want to tell you that is when you know those details, it just makes it sound even stupider.
In 2 weeks, the economy will completely collapse.
Help us.
Time to fix it right now. I don't think that's how economies work. I don't even go to college.
Their economy should have collapsed far sooner than it did.
Which makes you the most qualified to help.
They literally say in 2 weeks our entire nation will be bankrupt. And I'm like, that's not how an economy works. And I don't even go to college.
Isn't that Ilbert, the former
Where,
chief
like,
of staff? He was a tactician.
You
for
go
Commerce
bankrupt when you don't have money, and I'm thinking to myself, what did they do with all the money that they taxed out of the people?
Gave it to poor children.
All these rumors of
No.
war have everyone on edge lately.
They have no, but it's like the nation has no exports. Their exports are like nothing. It's like what if America's greatest export was like fucking bobbleheads? That's basically what their exports were. Bobbleheads and like nothing.
Oh man.
That may be for the best.
So this is gonna date this recording a little bit, but over the last since we last recorded, I've been listening to people have discussions about like the government shutdown and politics and stuff.
Yeah.
And
making perfect sense. We have had
just
rest since
just the whole like Trump's side of like trying to shit talk the Democrats and turn everybody against the Democrats for the government shutdown is just ridiculous.
I think you could have stopped that. Like, cut out that middle part and just said Trump. Everything Trump says is ridiculous. Everything Trump
I'm
sides.
not gonna argue that, but it's just the absurdity of everything that he fucking says.
Maybe this is none of my business.
How long until we have another election again?
We first
From this point, 3 more years.
He wanted to serve.
No, 2 more.
2 more years. Damn.
Yeah, because it's every year. It's every year that's divisible by 4.
Right.
We earned promotions and glory.
Damn, we had Trump for all of 2017.
Yeah, we did.
We were truly brothers in arms.
I feel like I'm in a time warp. I feel like Trump just.
No, you're right. It will be 3 more years because I forgot this is the start of 2018.
Oh yeah.
The
Long road ahead of us, guys.
Ostracized Noctegal, even as they feared him.
But you knew what I meant, right?
Yeah.
Because it feels like Trump just became president.
I feel like I never noticed any of the terrible things happening in our country, politics-wise, until he got elected. And like, granted, I know not everything is his fault, but it's just like, I'm like,
well,
is our country gonna collapse now? Like,
yeah, like
is that what's gonna happen?
Like, look at all the shitstorms that's going on.
But he lost something dear to him.
Not even like, so I saw a picture. It's like, quick, while the government shut down, let's all switch to metric. Because, like, we're the only country in the goddamn world who doesn't use metric, right?
They didn't teach us that part. He expanded his
We use what's our measurement system called with the feet and the inches and all that?
His power. Not even you? Many
Not
paid
fucking
their hopes
metric?
on me to
Gotcha.
act as a moderating influence on the king. I chose to leave the army instead. It has been a difficult decision to live with.
See, the problem is that we're in too deep with it, and if we even if
No, we gotta switch back to. We gotta switch. I say back to metric. We gotta switch to metric.
the thing is that if we try to switch back to metric, there's enough dumb people in the U.S. that'll be like, "Fuck that metric system! Why are they teaching you that in school?" And then they'll.
No! Why are you right? No! Why are you right? Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts.
People no doubt see King
Can it just be like 10 years in the future already? About 10 years. That's when our generation will start being in like the president or not presidential office, but that's when we'll start being in like Senate offices and shit, right?
and the
Okay,
conviction to
and I know I'm saying this a lot. The problem with that
No.
is that,
go hand in hand.
like, all of us, it, like,
believe
the,
all true
our
smart
entire
people
sensible,
possess those two virtues.
smart, like,
But Noctigal's
part of our generation is
became
offset by the part of our generation that is absolutely batshit stupid.
No, why are you right? Oh, that hurts.
But if you decide
No.
not to fight Noctigal, I will
Fuck. And then we have the generation after ours, which are eating Tide Pods. What do we do? What do we do, Alan?
Or do you
Can we just
mind
move to
leaving me
Norway?
with my thoughts?
Is that an option
I
now?
will make my decision before it is time for us to leave.
It'll be really hard.
But so you're saying there's a chance?
There's a small chance. Oh, you know what? Easier option. Just go to Canada.
We could become Canadians. But Alan, I don't speak French.
Don't have
What's
to.
wrong?
Isn't there like
There's really large English parts of Canada.
I know, but isn't it like a 50-50 split between people who speak like, well, I guess whatever. It doesn't matter. I guess English is close enough, and then I know tiny bits of French.
I don't know any French. You're better off than me.
All I know is "Parlez-vous François," which is "Do you speak French?"
Oh, I know one, and that's only du fromage.
Shut the fuck up!
If everybody
Oh, no.
in our generation should know that.
Oh man, any youngsters will have no idea what an omelette du fromage is.
No, they won't.
Oh, you know what? I do technically know another French term. I just don't know what it means. A la vache. Because I've been playing Bravely Second, and one of your characters constantly speaks in French. Well, they call it moon language, or moonish, but it's literally French.
Oh yeah, I have to run around and talk to all the party members.
You gotta interact and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look. It's that one. What are you hoeing and humming about, Leia?
Don't creep up on a girl like that.
You okay? You look down in the dumps. You shouldn't push yourself so much. You weren't the healthiest kid, you know?
Do you have to keep reminding me? It's been ages since I've been sick.
I know, but I still can't help but worry.
I still appreciate it.
I honestly thought this conversation was going to be another conversation about how all of her clothes are wet for Jude, and she does it, and Jude just doesn't, like, can't even conceive the thought that she likes him.
I'm here for my
Absolutely
own reasons,
not.
thank you.
Like what?
Those Spyrexes are trouble.
Watch
I want to
too
destroy
much.
them.
Because Mila said so?
There's
That's
never too
part of
much
it.
anime.
But I've actually seen one before.
Seriously?
It was a really long time ago. I know how terrifying those things are.
Oh yeah, this is where she kind of points out, oh yeah, the reason I got hurt one time was because a Spyrex exploded in my face.
Because Mila said so?
No, that's not why. If
She only
you need
really
a
learned
reason-
about that on Mila's side. It's
You don't
only
have one?
alluded to here on
I do.
Judo's
I
side.
just rather keep it to myself.
All right.
Oh man, I can't wait till we get to the next city
Destroying the
where I
lands of Kresnik
spend
is the last thing on our
twice
to-do
the
list.
length
Huh?
I did walking
What are
around
your
this
plans
place looking for
afterward?
all your party
Will you
members,
head back
except
to
I was
Fenrir
only
and
looking
finish
for
becoming
one
a doctor?
person.
Will you come home to Larande?
I haven't had a chance to decide yet. One thing at a time. We just need to finish what we've started.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah. You're right. Let's finish this job together.
You got it.
Yeah, that's right. Together.
Do a little dance.
I wonder what Mila's going to do when this is all over.
Yeah, Jude, what is it that you want to do when this is all over?
Huh? Fucking do shit. That's what he really wants to do. He just wants to do shit.
Yeah, at this point, I thought Alvin was in the inn again.
No, I'm pretty sure it would have shown up on your map, but I don't remember.
He doesn't show up on the mini-map. Like, he's not more pronounced on the mini-map than any other, like...
No, I mean like your full map.
No, I don't really look at it.
Misplay. You should look at your full map sometimes.
The one time I did look at my full map to find something, it was in the next town during the quest where I had to find the person. I didn't know where they were. So I was like, this is a useless piece of garbage. And I just...
This map means nothing. This map does nothing.
Found him.
Hey, buddy.
All healed up?
Don't worry about it. It was my slip-up.
Yeah, but still.
Huh?
You having problems casting spirit arts lately?
I like how they have this entire conversation where, like, clearly Jude should address the whole everything that happened before this. And then when Alvin's like, hey man, you want to address this entire situation? And Jude's like,
Hey, this guy's saying
no, not really.
Nope.
You shouldn't joke about such things. The spirits would never leave us.
Honestly, do you get a kick out of spreading tall tales?
They don't believe me.
Of course not. You can't just tell them something like that out of the blue.
Yeah, that's absurd.
I guess I'm just a shady guy. The townspeople don't trust me, and neither do you.
Hey, that's not true.
Oh?
Jude, why are you trying to give this guy a pep talk? He sold you out multiple times.
You're still a big fat liar. But a trusting one. Throughout this whole trip, you've never doubted a thing I told you. Even when I said the spirits had disappeared, you believed me on the
That doesn't mean anything, Jude.
Because it's the truth. When someone uses a Spyrix, spirits die. It's cause and effect.
What are you trying to say?
Well, it's no skin off my nose if spirits wink out of existence. But it's another story if the result is we humans suffer.
But spirits are living things too.
Listen to you. You're sounding more and more like the great Maxwell every day.
Look at Jude getting ideals and whatever.
I'm not trying
Hey,
to.
at least
I
Alvin
just mean you
fucking
talking like
helps
a
Jude
bona fide
realize
grown-up.
what he wants to do for the rest of his life.
Follow Mila.
Yeah.
Like Mila, huh? I wonder if I can protect humans and spirits too.
That's right. That's all Jude wants to do is follow Mila.
Thanks.
And then maybe get in
Times
there
like
if he
this, I miss
can.
being a kid. Life was so simple.
But Alan, I gotta ask, if his entire life's goal is to follow Mila, what happens if Mila isn't there?
I don't know. I assume that gets addressed in the second game since you told me that shit goes down at the end of this game that says that they can't do things.
Oh, they definitely can't do things. I'm just saying, like, you can't just base your entire life around depending on what someone else does. No, you can't go to a dungeon.
Yeah, there. Done. Found her.
Found that last party member need to talk to. The important one.
Walked into her area of influence.
You got into her effective range.
Yeah.
I never thought we'd end up back here again. It seems like forever ago that you were injured.
Have you figured out your mission? What you must do?
Oh yeah, didn't they stop for like a month for her to like
Just wanna
stop
help you out.
or to like get used to walking
But
again?
that's not all. I want to protect the spirits as well.
I can't remember if it
You
was
go to
like
such lengths
3
to protect
weeks
humans.
or
So
3
it's only fair
months.
that I
I know
become
that it was a
strong enough to
3.
protect
It
spirits
was
too.
definitely 3 weeks. There's no way it would have been 3 months because then a lot of things in this game would have happened already.
Yeah.
A bold statement. Maybe I've been wrong about humans after all.
Maybe humans don't suck.
I never imagined one of you wanting to protect our kind, let alone making it his mission.
I never thought a human would want to protect humanity.
I've never felt
That's
this
impossible.
Now I really must destroy the Lance of Crescent.
Repeat that
for all
sentence,
our
except
sakes.
replace humanity with spirits, and then that's what she says.
That reminds
No.
me. What are you
I
planning
never
on
thought
doing
one of
after you
humans
destroy
would
the
have wanted to
lands?
protect anyone from the spirit
Destroying the
realm.
Lance and the
That's
Skylight's
impossible.
devices is merely
No one has
part of
empathy.
the solution here.
Son of fucking
All existing hasn't changed.
It's funny
So
you
you'll
say
return to
that.
Kara and live the way you did before?
You don't even understand the reference you just made.
Most
I want
likely.
you to know that
It's a
you...
reference to a lot of...
Exodus around-
No. You specifically made a Tails reference that you have no idea that you
Also
just made.
likely.
Saying Sona Bakana is from Tails.
I don't know, I've seen it in a lot of anime before
Are
I
you
even knew
offering
that it
to
happened in
stay with me?
Tales.
I know, but you're specifically referencing it towards a Tails game from Mila, who has a Douse costume, who's the guy that says Sona Bakana as he dies in the first game.
Oh,
the first
yeah!
Tails game ever.
The one where he gets the guy who gets hit by fucking indignation. Yeah, I forgot about that.
The least I can do.
I dwell amidst the abounding light of heaven. I love the GBA port because it gives you the greatest opening sequence ever.
No, you don't have to
Like
do that.
that just like stilted. Was it? It wasn't a computer generated voice. I'm pretty sure it was like a dude.
Just the pair I was looking for.
See, the problem is that they tried to put voice acting on a Game Boy Advance cartridge, which never works out.
Hey man, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga did it. Of course, all of their talks was like, oh yes. They were just like fish speak. Mario. I'm pretty sure there was also
Where's Alvin?
He hasn't
Game Boy
shown
Advance
up
games
yet.
with talking.
He's probably figuring out his next lie.
Oh, there's all those Mega Man Zero games where everyone's shouting out Japanese.
I remember Zero's
Someone else
grunting.
thinks Alvin.
No, all the
And I remember
bosses.
I remember when people
Just
gas.
trying to help out
There,
his
there's all the.
mom, right?
I
I'm a sucker
specifically
for that kind of
remember. They're just like little singular lines of dialogue. Like in 03, when you fight Omega for the final time, and he goes, "Ware wa Misayanari."
Honestly, right now, what's going through my head is I'm just thinking about Azir Striker Gunball.
Oh
When
man,
the bosses have when the bosses have portraits and fucking phrases.
dude, I want to play the second game because honestly, it looks so anime. It looks like it looks like it'd be my favorite game ever. It's super anime. Like all the you and the bosses have super cut-in portrait attacks. That's my jam. That is my aesthetic.
Please wait.
Oh, by the way, I did get hit by a Mystic Art. Next fight.
Next fight? Who is the next fight? Hold on, don't tell me. Don't tell me who the next fight is.
You have our support.
Let's see. I don't even know what.
I'll be right behind you. I've got your back too.
Where are we going?
We're
there's-
gonna hit up
I'll pick up your
Jude's
dentures if you
College
drop 'em,
University.
Grandpa.
Please.
You fight that asshole. You fight that asshole.
Yeah.
No pithy retort?
I guess that means we're all ready.
So then, okay, I understand everything now.
Yeah, in fact, that's actually the sequence of events. I get hit by the Mystic Art, my party's dead, and you just recover 600 health, and I'm like, what?
There's no beating big cities.
I think
so many interesting things for a grown man to see and do.
I don't know.
That man in black suddenly started speaking some weird language.
That was Longdao.
Yeah,
language of the
Moonspeak.
clan that used to rule Azul.
Do you speak it?
Not really, but I can understand it to some degree.
I can tell when someone's calling me a
Abruptly started
bitch.
Speaking like that.
It appeared to be some sort of battlefield transformation. A side effect of his booster.
Yeah,
perhaps.
his booster is overloading his brain,
Speaking some weird
so he
language
can only
too?
speak in one
Then
language,
you wouldn't
his
be able to talk to
native
anyone.
tongue.
Relax, that won't happen. His booster is totally different from Tipo. And if
Ah,
you
yes,
speaking
Tipo
some
is not a
weird language,
booster.
I would totally learn it so we could still talk. Thank you. Are you
That's
good
not what
with
she's
languages,
saying, but
though?
whatever.
Well, that's beside the point.
You know, it's close enough.
Flying was so much fun. The wyverns weren't as
Tipo
scary
is
as I
definitely a
thought they'd
booster
be.
because they could.
No,
And
he's
when you
definitely-
first get her on the team, they call her out for doing some absurd level of magic for being a tiny girl with no training.
But they don't eat their flesh. They nibble away at their souls.
Fucking Alvin trolling
Kids
children again.
don't even notice. While you were enjoying soaring through the sky, most of your soul could have been chewed away.
It's like, Alvin, we don't like you anymore because you betrayed us, and then followed by this skit with
Yeah.
They make it too easy.
See, Alvin, maybe you'd be a little bit more liked if you didn't troll the children.
Oh man.
Thank you for everything.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Please return home safely. For my brother as well.
For my Oni-sama.
You have my word, young madam.
Then let's be off.
Excuse me. Alright. We're off to see the wizards.
Well, guys, we're finally like 20 feet outside from Fedmont, and when we come back, we'll get there.
We'll get
That's
there.
my only promise.
Oh, we sure will get there eventually.